He's one of the top runners in the Lowcountry and has served as deputy director of the Cooper River Bridge Run for many years. Now, Irv Batten is the race director for the Cooper River Bridge Run. I speak exclusively, Irv, for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and download my free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. Irv Batten, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Awesome. I've been watching this, watching all of them, and I was like, man, you have come a long way from, what you say, 20 years ago?
Exactly. Almost 20 years ago, 2002, they brought me into your store on a run on Houston Northcutt to help me out with getting some clothes for my first marathon, Disney World, back in 2002. And I know that obviously you've done a lot for this community since then. Now you're coming to me with some breaking news.
Yeah, they finally made me the race director of the Bridge Run.
Wow.
So it's a great honor to follow Julian Smith. He was kind and gracious enough that when they looked for a deputy race director, he brought me in and he told me, I know you've done a lot for the community and you've been involved with a lot of events, but the Bridge Run is a different creature. And at first I was like, no, but within probably a couple weeks, I was like, oh my gosh, he's right.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot about, this whole creature that is the Bridge Run. And it is an honor to follow him and to keep his legacy going because he built this thing. They say that Dr. Marcus Newberry is the founder of the Bridge Run. And Julian E. Smith III is the father of the Bridge Run.
Right.
Because he raised it from basically a little child into what it is now, is the third largest 10K in the United States. And I get to follow in his footsteps and be the guardian of the Bridge Run and make sure that it continues to be the shining, as I told some other individuals, it is the crown jewel of South Carolina.
It really is. So, you talk about obviously dealing with the event as a creature. And I was thinking to myself, because obviously you ran a million races as a runner, how do you direct the Bridge Run as a runner? And how do you direct it as a person?
The Bridge Run is multifaceted. As a runner and as what some individual would call a local elite runner or national elite runner, I have a different perspective. But as a coach for many, many years, as a lover of running in period, and putting on so many different events, the Bridge Run encompasses everything. We have a world-class field. We have a national caliber field. We've got state and local top runners.
Right.
We've got a wheelchair division that has Olympians. We get included the Racers for Pacers, which is a group that they have specially designed wheelchairs that an adult pushes a child or pushes an individual in that cannot, but they still participate. We have weekend runners.
Yes.
We have individuals that this is the only race they participate in. And I say participate because they don't run, they walk.
Right.
So, it goes from walkers to world-class runners.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere in between. It's like we've got costumes, people in, one year there were people in the lighthouse design.
I remember.
Remember that?
I remember.
I don't know how they made it over that bridge because it's windy.
Yes.
And all, but then 1 year we had the Harry Potter crew.
Right.
They were dressed up in Harry Potter outfits, and it was like, oh my goodness. So it's all the Bridge Run. There's just so much, and then if you include all the volunteers,
Right.
thousands and thousands of volunteers that participate and help put this thing on, and then we've got the great sponsors, and you can't say enough about what the sponsors do for us, and they make this whole it's a week-long festival.
Yeah.
And it brings so much to the city of Charleston. It's amazing what it brings to the city of Charleston.
Yeah.
And city of Mount Pleasant,
Right.
Somerville.
Right.
I mean, anywhere in the Lowcountry, what it brings to the Lowcountry, it's just, I mean, it'll spin your head around.
Yeah.
When you find the number, you're like, oh my goodness. So
that's amazing. So I got to ask you the obvious. Now that you're the race director, what's new? What's now with the 43rd annual Cooper River Bridge Run?
Well, what can be new? What can you bring new? All right. The whole thing is to look at every aspect of it and how can we make subtle changes to improve something that's so great as a bridge run. So we've made subtle changes. We moved the kids run to Joseph P. Riley Park. And we moved it to the weekend before.
Wow.
So now we can it has its own day.
Oh, good.
And the whole staff and all the volunteers that we could have and the sponsors, they could focus on the children.
Sure.
And it's giving back. You know, our mission with the Cooper River Bridge Run is to promote health and wellness in the community. And where better to start than with the children. So we're going to have a really awesome event at the Joe. It's going to be Sunday, the weekend before, the 29th of March.
Right.
And it'll start at 2 o'clock and go till 6.
Oh, good.
It's free for the first time.
Wow.
It's a free event.
Wow, that's amazing. And you talked about, obviously, the event before the bridge run. What is that process like gearing up towards the bridge run for you all? Take me behind the scenes.
Oh, my gosh. So right now, we have about 5,000 people that we mail their bid numbers and stuff to.
Yeah.
As you look, your viewers can't see, but there's a desk across from us that's full of bid numbers.
Bid numbers.
And we're about to mail those out next week so that the individuals that can't make it Thursday and Friday to our expo can have their bid.
Sure.
And so, I mean, we're doing all that. We're kitting all the packs this year, and I wish I had it with me so I could show, but we always give swag.
Oh, yes.
Everybody likes the swag.
I got some myself.
So we've got, you get a bag, you get your t-shirt, you get your head buff.
Right.
I decided I want to do something a little bit different this year. And a couple years ago, we started giving out a finisher's medal.
Yes.
Which people loved it.
Oh, yes.
And so we actually used the artist that did the art design for the t-shirt.
Right.
We used his artwork as the medal.
Right.
And I was like, we need to give everybody something else. What can we give something? Give everyone that participates that they can use every day. You can't wear that t-shirt every day. And you can't wear your medal around your neck every day.
Oh, no.
So we made a miniature version of the medal and put it on a keychain.
Wow.
So you can put it on your keys and you see it every day when you start your car, unlock your house.
Right.
You know, we're going to give it to the kids in the kids run as their finisher's medal. We got a special ribbon for it so they can put their house key on it. They can put it on their book bag when they go to school. It's going to be seen every day. And every day you're going to see Cooper River Bridge Run.
That's right.
So
the Cooper River Bridge Run. What does that mean to you?
Wow. Well, just like we said, multifaceted. You know, when I was a runner, it was.
Did you retire?
I still run a little bit, just like you. I still run a little bit. I need to run more.
Me too.
But it was the event to do. Yeah. It was the 10K. If you became the first local, you won the Marcus Newberry Award,
right?
Which was the first local. And something I'm very proud about is that a few years ago, I changed that to the top 3 locals instead of just the first local win cash awards. So we're giving back to the local.
Sure.
But so as a runner, it was, you got to be the best 10K runner in the area But now, as the race director, over the years, it's like, wow. Number one, we have to make sure that this race continues to be the shining light that it is, not just because it gives back to the community, but it is the part of the legacy of Julian Smith.
Sure.
And we want to remember that and honor him by continuing to make this the top run to go do. But it's you give back to the community.
Yeah.
We're giving back. We're promoting health and wellness.
Sure.
We want people to do this race and go back to wherever. Every state in the U.S. has someone that comes runs this event.
Yes.
And we have about probably 10 countries that come. We want them to go back and say, oh my goodness,
right.
You need to come to Charleston. It's the #1 destination city in the U.S.
Right.
We've got great beaches. We've got great restaurants. Sure. We've got great historical sites to go see. And we have the greatest 10K in the U.S.
Yeah, right here. Right here.
And we might not be the largest, but I'll tell you that no one matches the southern hospitality of Charleston, South Carolina.
That's exactly right. And you talk about those participants. Where are we right now with the amount of people who have already signed up for the race?
We're approaching 28,000 in registered runners right now, which is a little ahead of last year at this time.
Right.
And we ended up last year with about 35,000 registered participants. And that's kind of like, as I was just talking to Mike Seekings.
Yes.
Who you had on like probably 1,000 times. It's like, is he on the payroll or something? So, but he said that the sweet spot for the bridge run is really about that, about 36,000.
Yeah.
We can go up to 40.
Oh, yeah.
But, we don't mind going up to 40.
Okay.
But it's a little more logistically.
Yes, sir.
It's a little more challenging. And about 36,000 is pretty good.
Pretty good.
So that's the goal, is to hit that again like we did last year and get everybody over that bridge.
Yes. And speaking of getting over it, obviously you're a runner, I'm a runner. What tips would you give the average runner who's running the bridge run training for it right now, as we sit here between now and April 4th?
They better be ready. They better be trained ready. Don't start, But, a good race, a message is, people get to the bottom of the bridge and they're like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's about a mile straight up.
Right.
But you just keep chugging.
Sure.
Go up that thing. And my recommendation is, when you get to the top, do a little surge. You might not feel like doing it, but pick it up just a little bit as you go over the top.
Okay.
Because then it's about 1.5 miles downhill.
Yeah.
And you get your legs out of that grind mode of going up the bridge for a mile, and you kind of jump start them again. And then all of a sudden you get, 10, 20 feet down to going down. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
It's a lot here.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I say do a little surge when you get to the top of the bridge to go over the crest.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And it'll help you down the way. I'm
gonna try that.
Right.
I'm gonna apply that.
And you tell me how well it goes.
Yes, sir. Hey, you're the expert. You're the best. Well, Irv Batten, congratulations on becoming the Cooper River Bridge Run race director. And hope to see you on April 4th.
Well, I will see you crossing that finish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. And thank you so much. It's been an honor.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, 20, I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Yes, sir. I feel old. No, I'm not.